Greetings and buenos dias, my darling nicely newsers. Today is Friday, October 7th, 2022. My name is Lenny Hernandez, and we got a great episode in store for you today. It's all about the wonderful world of the written word. Yes, today we're covering Arrow Community's hosting in-person story corners for children. We're checking out Arrow resident and poet Lois Davis's live book reading and signing, and we're getting a little sneak peek of an upcoming Arrow surprise. So grab yourself a beverage, settle down in your comfiest chair, because we're starting a new chapter in the tale of Arrow Senior Living. Welcome to Arrow Nicely News. Our first story of the day is just about that, stories. If you're not already familiar with Arrow's Story Corner, let me introduce you to one of our favorite projects. Beginning back in 2020, Arrow Story Corner was an annual virtual experience hosted by residents reading children's books every day during Black History Month. Now, as Arrow traditions have grown, so has Arrow's Story Corner. Residents have read books about Food Bank Day, Disability Independence Day, family fun, and spina bifida awareness. So beginning this month in October, Arrow residents took our virtual book readings to in-person events at their communities. And in response to this new program, Arrow Senior Living has hired some new staff. Meet Araya, age 4, Carly, age 4, and Lauren, age 5. These three little ladies have been hired by Arrow to serve as directors of the Story Corner department and will be leading a team of kids to help select future books and events to celebrate with community residents. I had an opportunity to sit down with new Arrow director Carly to get a better idea of what her version of the program should look like, and which, of course, books she loves to read.
Wait a second, Carly, are you telling me that you like to read books?
Yeah.
What is that book in your hand?
Poofy and Tay.
Oh, it's Snoopy goes to, hold it still, and space. Peanut Snoopy goes to space. Oh, look at that satellite out in space.
And I will tell you the myth for now.
Oh, look at Snoopy right there.
Now, I will tell you the myth for.
Oh, what is he, in Mars?
Yeah.
Oh, he's hanging out on planet Mars. You know, one day they believe humans will be able to hang out on planet Mars.
I want to wear armor too.
You want to go? You want to do that too? Well, I mean, you actually might be able to. Your dad and I will be long gone.
Me, Daddy, we did
all Madeline.
The time at nighttime.
Your daddy reads that one at nighttime?
We did one at nighttime too.
Oh, both of them. He reads both of them too. Do you like reading those books at night?
I do.
Well, Carly, thank you so much for showing me your books. Do you want to just wave bye to everybody?
Yeah.
And say, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. What?
Two hands.
We look forward to seeing what book is chosen for next month's Story Corner celebrating Dia de los Muertos. For those wanting to participate in this event, reach out to your local community. Story Corners are held on the first Saturday of the month in all Arrow communities, and in case you can't make it out, a virtual resident reading of the book will also be available. And now we turn our attention to a little more mature literature. We're talking about the poetry of Lois Davis, friend of the Nicely News and resident of Vitalia Active Adult Community Montrose. We've covered Lois on Arrow Nicely News before, but as a quick refresher, let me tell you a little bit about her now. Lois is a poet and author of 2 poetry books, I Sat on a Camel Once, and the very recent The Girl in a Yellow Sweater. On our most recent coverage in August, we plugged how she would be having a live reading at the end of September, and boy, oh boy, did she ever. She read out select poems from The Girl in a Yellow Sweater to a packed house, and attendees hung on to every word. Check it out.
Earth music. An ancient man strikes a flint and hears a note, hits a falling log with a stick and smiles at the sound. Trees sigh pianissimo in a soft spring breeze. Birds trill their tunes, notes that resonate in the breasts of their own kind. A fiercely falling cascade creates forte thunder as it diminishes rocks far below.
A congratulatory cake was enjoyed by all, and Lois was even kind enough to sign a few copies of her lovely book for her fellow residents. Kaylin Miller was able to get in touch with the local celebrity to chat with her about the experience and life as a poet.
Thanks, Lenny. I am here with Poet Laureate of Vitalia Montrose, Lois Davis herself. Lois, how are you today?
Terrific. The reading was just a terrific day. Thank you all so much who arranged that. It was very exciting, and I was never nervous, of course, about speaking, but I was a little bit nervous about anyone attending. I thought, oh my goodness, they'll go up for their afternoon naps and there'll be no one in here. And when that bus pulled up with all those ladies from Stowe, and then all the suits, when the suits walked in, then I said, this is going to be a success. And of course, I love every minute of it.
The people want to know, tell us about your latest book, The Girl in a Yellow Sweater.
This is about my life. Someone here said to me, Lois, I think after reading your book, I know your philosophy about life, religion, about death, about fun. There's lots of fun. So I just sort of cover whatever pops into my head is what I write about.
How long have you been writing poetry?
I don't know, 20 years, maybe just 20 years, because I had a big career before that, and it happened very accidentally also. So, but once I started, I couldn't stop.
How has living at Vitalia Montrose affected your poetry writing?
Living in a senior residence really has affected my work. But just physical elements like lots of spare time with no interruptions, with nothing else to do. Because once I start the writing, I need to have lots of time for no interruption. So that's a very positive thing. And for instance, the poem have been mulling over in my mind, and I'm going to write it, is something that a resident said to me that generated that thought for a poem. I have written some poems about living with this particular kind of population, of which, of course, I'm a member. So in many ways, in many different ways, living in a senior residence has given me new opportunities.
So where can people find more of your writing?
All you have to do is go on Amazon. And my books are available on Amazon. They're available at Barnes & Noble. In fact, Michael, who runs the Arrow Book Club, he bought his at his local bookstore. So, and just come and knock on my door.
That is
I always
exciting.
partner books.
Tell me, when can your anxious fans expect your next release?
It takes a long time to write. Well, you know, it's about average. You need to get at least 90 poems.
Okay.
That's a long time. But I must say I'm on number 3, a poem of my next publication. I could pop off before it never gets published. I'm an old lady.
Thank you so much for, sharing this with me and taking the time to kind of talk about all of the excitement around your recent book. And we're so happy to have your literature and kind of experience this alongside of you. So thank you for your time.
And I would love to go. Any Vitalia that would like a reading, I'm there with my dancing shoes on. Okay.
All right. You heard it here first. Lois is ready to take her book on the road.
Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you so much for that interview, Kaylin, and a huge congratulations to Lois on your incredible success. We are big fans of your poetry, and we can't wait to devour more of it. You can find her books, both of them, on bookshop.org. You can find the link to her author page in the description below, so get yourself a copy today. Don't wait. Go right now. Go online. Find it. Purchase it. Read it. Enjoy it. Devour it. Okay, so let's see. So far, we've had story corners. We've had published authors. So what could possibly be next for Arrow in the literary world? Well, this little gem just came across my news desk. Looks like Lois and Arrow Senior Living might be joining forces for a special project. Let's take a look.
I wake each morning in my final home, many housemaids, all of an age, with abilities as varied as the prairie flora, unequal in limb and sight, cognition and sound. Eyes of agate and earth, river water and sky, see beauty, but not all sharp and clear, diminished by time's fading light. No equality of gait, as some skim along on sneakered feet, others grateful for invention of the wheel. Some sing their childhood songs with silvered throats unchanged, while others no longer hold the tune of their lives, the pitch distorted. I see twisted fingers like ancient roots comfort those still straight and strong. Life's experience has molded us in these ending days, differences as wide as nature's imagination. But deep beneath the wrinkled skin and clouded eyes, equality of humanness. My kindred species, all equal in worth, all equal in gratitude for life's blessing.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what they've got up their sleeves, but this hard-hitting investigative reporter has a nose for the news, and I'm gonna sniff this one out. What are y'all up to? Well, everybody, before we say goodbye, I would be remiss if I didn't remind you that you can find Arrow's resident written thriller, The Old and the Beautiful, on bookshop.org, as well as select local bookstores such as the Novel Neighbor in St. Louis, Missouri. Do not sleep on that one. Seriously, it is full of exciting twists and turns, and you will be on the edge of your seat the entire time. The resident written book, The Old and the Beautiful. Looks like that will do it for today's episode of Arrow Nicely News. Everybody, parting is such sweet sorrow, I know, but your homework is to find and pick up a copy of at least one of the books mentioned in today's episode. Links are in the description below. Go find one and purchase it and read it. You can't go wrong with any of them, trust me. For Arrow Nicely News, I'm Lenny Hernandez. Have a wonderful weekend, an even better week, and we will see you next Friday. Remember, pick up a book. Why? Because butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.